Welcome back to Shem's Universe. So it's very rare that I do 2 videos in one day, guys, but today necessitates it. This video should be shorter than my last, but it's probably a lot more serious than my last. At least my last was breaking down formulas and how to actually use astronumerics to fix your life. I had like the wrench sign in there, and yeah. So let's do this. This is probably the darkest, I would say, numerology glitch I'm gonna give out this year, and probably ever, just because nobody, and I mean nobody, ever talks about this except for people that really know in the numerology community. When somebody asks you for your birth information, meaning your birthday, birth time, birth location, it usually alludes to astrology, because you're thinking like, oh, okay, well, this person wants to know about like my sun sign, my moon sign, my rising sign, and maybe they want to know what kind of money houses I have, and blase blase. Not really. What the real dark secret is that there's actually a higher self and a deeper life path that nobody talks about. The life path, no matter how you go to add it up, will always be the same number when you use month, day, year, right? It's always the same sort of thing. However, there's a deeper version to all of this, meaning there's actually a way in which you can find your true life calling by knowing what your real life path is. But not everybody's going to be able to calculate this. This is why it breaks hearts. This is why the numerology community, in my opinion, doesn't talk about it at all. It's simply because to calculate your true life path number, you need to know the time that you were born. That is also a number. Your birth location, cool. I'm born Toronto, you're born LA, you're born Colombia, you're born Dubai, you're born New York, you're born Jamaica, you're born Africa, you're born Cambodia. Who cares? But what really matters is, what time were you born? Isn't that numbers too? I was born at 2:37 p.m., right? Those are numbers. That's on my birth certificate. We are so extreme with, especially with Pythagorean numerology, talking about, oh, well, what was the name on your birth certificate? Even if there was a spelling error on your birth certificate, you need to still use that vibration. So when your birthday is on your birth certificate, why are we not using all of the numbers on the birth certificate? All of the numbers on the birth certificate signify what your true life path is. You have a minor life path, which is what everybody knows, but to find your true power, you need to add up your full life path. And this is what gives you a feeling of privacy. This is why your birth certificate is so important. Because if nobody knows your full name, they can't know your true skill set, your true natural attributes, and then your natural weaknesses. But if nobody sees your birth certificate, they also won't know your true life path. Even if somebody knows your birthday and birth year, cool. They still know what time you were born, unless you tell them. So with that knowledge, you're then able to actually figure out something a lot deeper in your life. You're going to have a different life path more than likely, or maybe some of you might have the same. Math is funny that way, right? But if you know what I'm talking about, you have to add it up like this. I'm born, for instance, May 25th, 1994 at 2:37 p.m. So my calculator on my iPhone, what I'll do is I'll put in 5 plus 2 plus 5 plus 1 plus 9 plus 9 plus 4 plus 2 plus 3 plus 7. What I do is I added the month, 5, the 25, 2 plus 5. Then I added the year, 1 plus 9 plus 9 plus 4, so the 1994. And then I added the time. You can do it in any order you want. Remember, math is like that. So it doesn't matter what order you do that in. If you want to use the time, year, month, day, year, whatever. It doesn't matter. It's still going to add up to the same thing. But understand this, guys, is whatever number is written on your birth certificate, or if you don't have that, call the hospital in which you were born or where you were born, try to find out the most approximate time, because that matters a lot. If you know down to the second, that matters even more, but more than likely it's going to have the time, just the minute time, hour and minute, and then AM or PM, which doesn't really affect it, because we don't use military time on birth certificates. It's specifically your just time itself. Like I said, mine's 2:37, so on my birth certificate, I'm in Canada, it just says 2:37 p.m. So I just care about the 2:37, right? So that's what changes it. So you can do it very quickly if you already know your life path. Like I already knew because my life path is 8. When I add the 3 to it, it makes me like an 11, which I'm not. But in this particular circumstance, that's what I'd become, right? So that's your major life path. So when you understand what your major life path is, you then start to divulge deeper into what your true calling is here. Because when I look at something like that, I'm an 8, yes, and I need to master, I would say self-sufficiency, finances, power, but there's also a deeper calling from my higher self to have some sort of influence and to teach and to be the bridge, which is what I naturally do. I don't actually do this for the money. I do it more so because I actually like it. Well, I've done it for 5 years. I have like 20,000 subscribers. Most people just quit, right? But there's something in me that makes me just want to do this very naturally. That's very rare. Like you have to, when people say, oh, find your passion was within this number. If you have a number like 33, when you add up everything, day, month, year, and then time, you probably have a deep resonance to help the world in some sort of way, to help your community, or to do something that's going to have a great influence, especially if a master number is one of these. If you have it as like possibly like a 5, maybe you want to travel a lot. If you have it as a 1 that finalized to, maybe you want to be in charge. You never really understood why, because your life path never reflected that. I'm here to tell you that your real life path is by adding the time you're born as well. And I'm sorry to say it, because I know a lot of you guys suffer from this. You don't know the time you're born, and you're never going to know your true life path. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you and say you are. You will not. If you don't know the time you were born, you will never know your true life path. You're just here with your minor life path in the physical realm, but the higher self, the self that dictates what happens in your reality, the self that actually has a longing, gives you all the passion, all the fire, and all the power to actually manifest, is within the number that's added with the time of your inception as well. So you have to know that in order to actually become the full version of the person that you're supposed to become. Without that, you're completely screwed. So that's what we're sort of looking at, guys, is you have to know the full thing, the birth date with the birth time. You can call, as long as you know the hospital and you're in like a city that's like urbanized, you should be able to figure out what time you're born, even within the matter of weeks. If you guys need help with this, you can leave in the comment section for me. I can definitely help you guys out in that regard. But this is the true life path number. And if you don't know it, I would honestly say you're particularly screwed. You need to know this number to find your passion in life. The reason why numerologists don't tell you about this is because they get a lot less readings. Because a lot of you guys don't know your life path number, but you don't know the time you're born. So they're going to be like, okay, they're going to figure out other things like, okay, well, if we just give them the month, day, and year, then there you have it. Time's been around this whole time. We've been measuring this the whole time. Numbers has guided our system the whole time. We've been in a governance of numerics throughout the universe, right? So understanding that, you then realize that all of the numbers in accordance with your birth matter a lot. So that's the deepest, darkest secret of numerology, is that the real life path number is actually added with the time of birth as well, and not just simply the day, month, and year. You need the time as well. So I'm going to be putting that in my complete numerology reports now, what your actual life path is. If you look at your time of birth, there's a totality to it. You want to use the Chaldean way to do it, meaning you don't want to separate the time, day, month, and year. You more so want to actually add everything across the way you would with an expression number, and then come to a double-digit sum, and I can give you a summary of what that is. If you guys have questions about your total life path number today, and you want to know like a summary of like what that entails, message me on Instagram at shemsuniverse 8.0, or email me at shemsuniverse@hotmail.com, and I'll answer any questions you guys may have. But when it comes to these life path questions, guys, it's a deeper summary I'll give you, because I'll give you what your birth number is with the life path, what that summary sort of looks like, I'll write up, and I'll also give you a synopsis of what your life path actually entails in comparison to your minor life path. So if you want those answers, send me $17, ask me the question, and I'll give you that breakdown. All right, guys, but if you don't need all that, you just want to know the life path, that's how you do it. Basic formula. Just add the time in there as well, and you're good to go. You know what your real life path number is and what you're really here to do. So that should conclude the video for today, guys. If you have any questions for me, just leave in the comment section. Aside from that, guys, please like, subscribe. Holla at me, guys. Peace.